Welcome to a new episode of 7 Minutes of Bond Locations. I'm Martijn Mulder, and this week we're going to look at a destination that featured in more than one Bond film. 3 to be exact. From Russia with Love, Moonraker and Casino Royale. Apart from London, I don't think there's any other city in the world that's been in so many Bond films as itself, not even doubling for other cities. So this episode is all about Venice. Venice is located on the northeast side of Italy. It's situated on a group of 118 small islands that are separated by canals and linked by over 400 bridges. For more than 1,000 years, the city was the capital of the Republic of Venice. It has always been an important center of commerce, and the city-state is considered to have been the first real international financial center. This made Venice a very wealthy city throughout most of its history. Today the city faces serious challenges caused by the high numbers of tourists, pollution and annual floodings. Still, it was dubbed by the New York Times as the most beautiful city built by man, and the lagoon and a part of the city are listed as UNESCO World Heritage. Venice featured in no less than 3 Bond films, although it must be said that the first one did not involve any first unit filming. The opening scenes in From Russia with Love suggest that a chess tournament takes place in Venice, and by the time the film ends, Bond finds himself back in the city. After World War I, the Simplon tunnel between Italy and Switzerland opened, which changed the route of the Orient Express. From then on, Venice was part of this new route, and therefore the city made it into the film. When Bond is attacked in his hotel room by Rosa Klebb, the matte painting that provides the exterior view shows the island of San Giorgio Maggiore. In reality, there's no hotel room in Venice that has this exact view. The final shot of the film shows Bond and Tanya on a romantic gondola ride in front of a back projection of the famous Bridge of Sighs. This enclosed bridge connects the interrogation room to the city's prison. So the view from this bridge was actually the last thing a prisoner would see before being locked up. If you go to onthetracksofw7.com and follow the link to our map section, you will find a world map showing all the Bond locations we know. And if you zoom in on Venice, you will see that there is a lot to see for us there. And it's impossible to squeeze in a logical route through the city in this 7 minutes episode. So I will just pick out a few very interesting places and focus on these. In 1979, Venice became a serious Bond location when Lewis Gilbert returned there to film large parts of Moonraker. Since the city is almost completely car-free, everything takes place there either on foot or by boat, which makes Venice a unique city. Many of its canals were used in Moonraker, and especially the boat chase takes us all over the city. Holly Goodhead stayed at the beautiful Danieli Hotel. The room that was used to film the romantic encounter between her and 007 was, of course, the Royal Suite. What's fun about Moonraker is to see how they blend real-life locations from all over the world into one film location. And a good example is Bond's visit to the secret MI6 headquarters. We first see him pass at least 3 totally different areas in and around Rio de Janeiro, before he finally enters the actual MI6 headquarters, which was filmed in Venice. It's the monastery of St. Nicolo, located on the Lido Island. Nowadays, it is the global campus of human rights headquarters, and the courtyard of the former monastery is where Q showed off his balls.
Bolus 007.
Another interesting Moonraker location is Ca Rezzonico. The palace's ballroom was used as the office where Bond, M and the Minister, all wearing gas masks, confront Hugo Drax. Of course, in 2006, James Bond returned to Venice for the final reel of Casino Royale. One filming location in particular is interesting because it was used in both Moonraker and Casino Royale. It's the Palazzo Pisani. This former palace is now a conservatoire, a music academy, and can be seen briefly in Moonraker. In Casino Royale, Bond follows Vesper to her secret meeting with Gettler, which takes place on the inner courtyard, the same inner courtyard of the Palazzo Pisani. The sinking Venetian house was constructed over Pinewood's water tank. It was later inserted with CGI into an existing row of houses along the Grand Canal. In the final scene of the film, Bond finds himself on board of his sailing boat. This was filmed next to the pontoon terrace of the Cipriani Hotel at the island of Giudecca. And here at this marvelous spot, we have come to the end of this week's episode. So I hope to see you next week. Take care. Ciao. Check out onthetracksof007.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.